uploaded June 23rd. You can now buy Bitcoin at CVS, 7-Eleven, and Rite Aid. This is all over America. Like, this is mind-blowing information. I'm going to actually link out to this Forbes article so everyone can read it. This is just huge. This is great news. Like, this has been crazy. And on top of that, another news that came out is PayPal is adding in over the next 3 months. It's not available yet, but PayPal and Venmo are going to actually enable buying and selling cryptocurrencies. Like, guys, this is huge. And what this means is, well, actually two things. PayPal has over 325 million users across the world. Okay? So that's almost 300 million people being introduced to buying Bitcoin. And PayPal, if for those of you who don't know, is really easy to use. It's really easy to use, and if they actually put cryptocurrency, Bitcoin on their platform, and it's easy to use, a lot more people are going to be jumping onto it. And on top of that, we have another 300 million people jumping on, because that's the population of the United States. We have an additional 350 something million people inside the US who are who are going to get access to literally going to their local convenience store, going to the local CVS and buying Bitcoin. Like, that's, oh man, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Like, I didn't think we would see this anytime soon, but we are. So the fact that we're seeing it now, you guys can see that they're rolling it out, and they're rolling it out fast. Before you know it, like, it's going to be it's going to be like, that's why I'm saying, get in early. Get in. And for those of you who are here right now, like, tap yourselves on the back because you decided to take that leap of faith to learn more about cryptocurrency. And you can see it's a real thing. It's being implemented into our day-to-day lives. What? Going to your local convenience store and buying Bitcoin? Like, even for me, that just blows my mind. The fact that they're even doing that this early. So that's just sends shivers down my spine for what's about to come. So congrats everyone that's here. So the PayPal situation is probably in the next 3 to 4 months. So they're going to implement that. So again, in the next 3 to 4 months, when that roll starts rolling out, when we start seeing more news about it and whatnot, I'm expecting the price of Bitcoin to go up, and I'm predicting that, because if over 325 million users log into their PayPal accounts, just imagine this: you log into your PayPal account and then you see the option to buy Bitcoin. What? Even if you've never seen Bitcoin before, you just heard about it on the news, just the ability to do that is huge. And guys, this really goes back into this really goes deep, way deeper than that, because if you've been part of Keystone for a couple months now, you know that I always talk about usability, and especially when I'm researching different cryptocurrencies, seeing whether or not something is going to be successful or not, we go over what coins are going to explode based on their usability, how easy is it to use. And I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. The coins that will succeed are the ones that make what we have easy. So I'm trying to put this into words. So there's just so much stuff going through my head right now. I'm so excited. When it goes to cryptocurrencies, the easier it becomes for people to buy, hold, store cryptos, the more people are going to jump on. One of the biggest reasons why more people haven't got into cryptocurrencies yet is because you can see, like, right, you have different exchanges you got to set up on, you got different wallets to set up on, like, there's so many hoops you have to jump through, right? And that adds like an extra layer of difficulty to the average Joe. So when companies like PayPal, Venmo, they come out saying, well, you can buy Bitcoin easier than signing up to all these exchanges, that just makes it incredible. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's actually all cryptocurrencies. So for those of you that are saying, should I just buy Bitcoin and not buy altcoins? I mean, they're probably going to get started with like Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, stuff like that. But then they're going to start adding a lot more cryptocurrencies as it goes on. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Again, right here, it says it's unclear which or how many cryptocurrencies would be available. I suspect that they will be starting off with like the top cryptos, like the main ones that we know of. And then they'll start adding more altcoins as time goes on. And usually when that happens in the beginning days, so I'll give you guys an example. In the beginning days of Coinbase, so I'll let me just bring this up over here. I just want to give you guys a good example of what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to use this as an example. See, we've been having the Keystone Group. Before it was called Genius Wealth, but now it's called Keystone for almost 3 years now. And 2 years ago, October of 2018, I spoke about a coin called Project Zero or OX. It was like 2 years ago. And back then, this coin wasn't available on Coinbase. And then what ended up happening was Coinbase ended up adding Project Zero or OX into their into their availability to make people buy it and make it more available. So when a cryptocurrency becomes available on a major platform like Coinbase, it makes it easier for people to buy, and that makes the price kind of go up. And that's what I'm expecting to see with PayPal as well. They're going to start. This is just my prediction, but I see that they're going to start off with the main cryptocurrencies, and as time goes on, they'll start adding more cryptos to it, or they'll start adding more altcoins available for you to buy through PayPal. Like even through your PayPal, if you have any funds in your PayPal, you might be able to use that to buy it. So, and the coins that they do start adding, again, it makes it easier for people to buy. And usually when it's easier for people to buy, most people go down the easiest path.